Episode 14 of No Choice But to Remember It. The Weird Book. Jackson Oaks Letter. Hello, Madison. I heard that you won this report about a book. I had to do a little digging, but I found the report, and it has a lot of letters and notes and evidence and such, so I sent it all. It's from about 10 years back, I think, from what I can tell, but might be older or younger, not too sure. Anyways, here it is. Hello to whoever is reading this. These are some reports about a strange book I found in the library. I found it today, and I'm afraid me nor the others have seen it beforehand. It was just there, lying about on the shelf. I looked inside, and it didn't look old, though it was about the past, which is a bit odd in itself, but it was quite clean and crisp, and I quite like books, so I thought I'd read it. I volunteered to read it and see if it should be put into our systems. That was the first note out of 5. The next reads, It seems my curiosity forgives me, for I read the book, as I said I would, and it turned into something else. Another book. Still history, but on another person. I will read this as well. But don't think it doesn't strike me as odd. But I wouldn't bombard miracles with pointless questions. The next one seems to be writing from the book itself, and his note on it. He lay there, in his bed. He was in thought. What was the answer, he pondered, not knowing he did not want to know the answer. This is a snippet from the book, as you can tell. I am unaware of what it means, but something interesting happened. As you can see, I like writing sticky notes. Any person, or my previous books could tell you that. I wrote a sticky note. It was vague and it read, What is the answer? Which I think is a valid question, and then I wrote, Don't answer. It wasn't instructions, but out of context it does seem like that. It was simply supposed to remind me that the answer seemed to be a bad thing in this context. And in the past, or whatever this means, they didn't want to know it. But the thing is, when I wrote this, the ending changed. It ended with a practical joke, I think. I can't recall too well, but it turns out the whole thing was a trick, a prank, and the man, Hector, I think, was killed. But when I wrote that sticky note, well, the man in the story said yes, that he did want the answer. And he was alive. How odd. The next note read, The story's still there, yet there's another. The book is not thicker, how odd, but I can control both of them. I write and write. I've discarded sticky notes. They get lost too easy, and it seems that if I write in the book, it somehow always gives me more and more room. I can control them, keep them safe. The next note read, I could kill them. It was an accident, well, sort of. I was messing around and they died, but even though their story was supposed to take place 70 years in the past, someone of the same name died in the same way. Even if I write modern ways for the person to die, they still do, in that exact same way, in the past. How odd. This is the last note, written by a fellow employee. You should fire Robert. It's not that I don't like the guy, he just doesn't do anything anymore. And today he made a big distraction in the workplace, going on and on about answers. He said, and I quote, I don't care about the answers. I will be remembered. He doesn't deserve to be in the writer's room. And like I've said, I swear I don't care for that spot as much as the others. I just don't think he's a good worker. Thank you for your time. From the records, it seems that Robert, although he never introduced himself, that was his writing, was not fired from the writer's room. The boss wrote back saying that they'd look into it, but something odd happened before then, and he went missing. Said something about entertainment? It had been a reoccurring joke that a piano got dropped on his head, like in an old cartoon. But I looked back in the book. Yes, Madison, the actual one. Somehow I got it away from Wilfred. You know, I don't think the writer's room are okay. Like, we all joke about it being some big magical place, but don't they always look stressed? I know. All of this is so unorganized. I'm hardly a good writer, so sorry that it's a bit all over the place, but like, have you looked at Oliver, William, and Emma? They acted a bit off when in the writer's room. Now they definitely seem more confident than before, but still, something's wrong. I know it. The book has Wilfred's handwriting in it. He's been writing in it. I'm not sure what that means, and even though it's in the system, I doubt anyone's really going to care. Okay, I'll tell you what really surprised me, though. A sticky note came out of it. Not Wilfred's handwriting, but Robert's. And it read, I will be remembered. I will be remembered. It will be funny. It will be entertaining. It will be entertainment. But what do they find funny? Something to keep us alive? Riding fate only got me so far. Only entertained them for a moment. Maybe another will do better. Now I shall help the world live on. Drop a piano on my head and make sure I stay dead. So the others can live on, because they are listening, and they are having fun. I hope this helps.